As a Christian presuppositionalist, when I'm debating with an atheist and I keep pushing him back and back concerning what he knows, at the end, most atheists who are honest recognize that they can't really know anything for certain, because everything they think they know depends on the reliability of their senses and depends also on the reliability of their brain connections. Of course, the only way they can test the reliability of their senses is by using their senses, and the only way they can test the reliability of their brain connections is by using their brain connections. And so they're in like a solipsistic prison. They can never really know on atheism, they can never really know what they think is reality is in fact reality. And of course, when you add to this problem the fact that according to atheism, our brains and our senses have evolved with the sole aim of helping us to survive and to adapt to our environment. This means that on atheism, our brain didn't evolve in order to give us access to the truth or to reality, and our senses didn't evolve in order to give us any trustworthiness concerning their apprehension of reality. And so this just adds to the atheist problem concerning their knowledge claims and their epistemology and the things they claim to know. So when you push the atheist back and back, eventually most atheists are honest and they recognize that they can't really know anything for certain. And then what they usually say is, but you can't either. When the atheist is pushed back and back and finally has to recognize, finally has to admit that he can't know anything for certain, what he usually does is, clutching at straws, he turns the argument back on the Christian and says, well, you can't know anything either, or you have the same problem as I've got. And I would like to address this argument in this video. So the first thing I'd like to say is that this is circular reasoning, because when the atheist says that the Christian can't know anything either, or when the atheist says that the Christian has the same problem as he has, the atheist is assuming that Darwinian evolution is true. And he's also assuming that he can know that for certain. But that is the thing which is up for debate. Does God exist? That's the thing we're debating. Is Darwinian evolution true? And so when he says that we can't know anything either, he's presupposing what he is meant to prove. And that's circular reasoning. The other thing I'd like to say is when the atheist says that we've got the same problem as he has, then that's the you too argument, the tu quoque argument, which of course is a logical fallacy. But the main thing I would like to say is that when the atheist says that we have the same problem as he has, that is an argument which has two stages. The first stage is, I've got this problem, and the second stage is, you've got this problem too. But what the atheist doesn't seem to realize is that when he says, I've got this problem, when he admits that he's got this problem, then that disqualifies him, according to his own admission, that disqualifies him from making any other assertion. Because the problem that he has is that he can't know anything for certain. And so when he says that he has this problem, when he admits he has this problem, then he disqualifies himself from saying that I have the problem too. Because when he says I've got the same problem, he's claiming to know something for certain. But he's just admitted that he has the problem of not being able to know anything for certain. And so he refutes himself. It's a self-refuting argument. When the atheist says, yeah, but you've got the same problem as I have, what he's actually saying is, I have this problem of not knowing anything for certain. Now I'm going to tell you what I know for certain. You've got the same problem as I have. But of course, it's a self-refuting argument. When the atheist admits that he doesn't know anything for certain, he disqualifies himself from then claiming to know anything for certain. And therefore, he disqualifies himself from saying that I have the same problem as he has. So the conclusion is, when the atheist says that I have the same problem as he has, he disqualifies himself from saying that I have the same problem as he has. When the atheist says, I've got the same problem as he has, he disqualifies himself from affirming that I have the same problem as he has.